welcome to Kate's Egg. Today I'm out in the field again and we're doing our harvest morning routine to start another wonderful day of harvest. I'm still wearing my Kate's Egg shirt, although this time I'm wearing a different style, which I also offer, with the logo on the sleeve. So if you'd like to put a jacket over it or go out for dinner, you don't have to have the logo on the chest and really up front. I'm having a great time. Good. Here, say hello to the video. This is Ivor McGill from McGill Harvesting, and you let me run your balers, so that was so fun last year.
That's right, and you've done a hell of a job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, this was so cool. Hello, good morning. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm well slept.
Austin, did you grease the 3 bearings on each side of the head? So you used to haul grain in a truck like that?
Well, with the box on it.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Does everything look good?
Yeah.
Are they all fueled and everything?
Yeah.
Is the other one ready to go too?
We need to grease it.
Okay.
It's about 20 minutes of combine for fueling. Call it about a half hour for blowing each combine. 45 minutes maybe. And then you got greasing, which, I don't know, it's probably about a half hour project per combine.
What's next to do?
Just put on the covers.
Oh, perfect. Austin is just putting the covers on my dad's combine, I guess my combine for today, and then I'll be good to go. We almost good? Here's what the inside of a combine looks like. Oh, this chain might be in the way. Yeah, that didn't sound right. Might need a couple pumps of this, which basically kind of prime it, like an airplane. It's not starting. Austin, I pushed the yellow button a few times to prime it. No, it's not. Hold on, it might start now. No. Like when you turn it all the way over, it doesn't do anything, but when it goes back a click, it has AC.
Huh.
My dad left the header on?
He has a terrible habit of doing that.
Really? Well, thank you. Let's see if it starts. And it starts, so thank you. I didn't even think to check that. My dad had left the header button on, and of course it's not gonna start. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. I've got to de-inflate the seat a little bit because I'm not that tall. So now I'll pick up my header. Austin! I don't have a radio. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Because this combine was new last year, we didn't have it equipped with radios, so my dad has to use a handheld radio in this. My dad's not out in the field this morning because he's taking that combine to Conrad. So he just told me go out to the field, make sure you guys get started, and make sure that the 3 bearings are greased on each head. But Austin didn't know there was 3 or couldn't find them, so he'll have Arvid come back. This combine is exactly the same as mine, just with duals, and it also has header tilts, like Arvid is doing good. We don't have too many. It looks like I have to deadhead to this end to find a row, because I don't think that one's headed the right direction, because that's Arvid's row right now. He should have taken the one further over, but that's okay. I'll go and get that now anyway. Oh, he is on the one further over. So he'll be getting the rock pile. I wonder where this row starts then. He just waved at me, which is nice. Hopefully he doesn't need to talk because I don't have those capabilities right now. Hopefully Austin's able to get me a handheld radio. If not, I should be good. I actually don't know where to start this next field, but we'll figure it out. I think we started at the south end. That would be my guess. So I just spoke to my dad on the phone and we got going way too late this morning. You never know. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, this is going the right way. Turtle speed on. There's not much left in this row. Come on, load the front first, Arvid, please. So that's interesting. I didn't know if the header was on or anything that the combine wouldn't start. It must be some sort of safety feature. So this is the last pass here. I'm getting 0 bushels per acre. It's not a great crop at all here. Ivor was telling me that in Colorado they're getting 15 to 20 bushels per acre, so they're in the same situation we are. All right, so I just finished. Arvid seems to be having some problems dumping. I'm not sure why, but he can't get in touch with me on the radio, so I'm just gonna come over here and make sure everything's okay. I guess he got dumped, I can't really tell. So following Steve Wall over to the next field, I'm just checking to make sure we don't have any passes we missed here. I think you feel more in the field with the duals, and it feels like a wider ride. It's kind of interesting. You wouldn't think it'd feel any different. What we'll do is we'll head east, or we'll head west first, and then we'll head south, and then east. No, we'll head west, and then north, and then east, and then south. My dad's header is not as sensitive, so if you want it up, you have to really click it a bunch of times. I'm going about 3 3637. So I don't know. This looks like 80 acres right here. So I think this pass will end right in the middle here, and then we'll have 2 more sections of the field up there. So this is 80. This field must be 320 acres as well. Now I'm going to pick up my header, move it back, see if I'm missing any, and it's actually picking up a lot cleaner than I think my combine is. So we should be able to make 2 laps here. Maybe 1 lap will fill us up because these are outside rounds. We'll have the grains looking fairly clean. It's a cool feeling to be the only person in the field right now, and that my dad trusts me to be able to get harvest started. Arvid's combine looks to be running well. I'm going to unload in Steve Wall. Even though I've only done 1 round and I definitely have more room, I'm just going to see how much more he needs to be filled. It'll probably take 2 more rounds in the combine though, I would say. Or only 1 more round, but both combines. And right down the center, I cannot believe I lined up that way. I think. Sure hope it's not. It might be a little on the far side. Hope it's not going over the edge. That was pretty much down the center. I'm kind of proud of that. Arvid could definitely make it another pass, but I think he's going to dump it anyway. I definitely feel more rocks and different things in the field and maybe a bit more shifting happening because you've got double the amount of wheels in the front running over things. Hopefully, I don't know that we'd fill Steve next round. Actually, we might need, I think if we had 3 combines next round, we would fill him, but I don't think we'll fill him with just the 2. Because he needs 3 loads on the front, and he really only has 2, and they're partial loads, and then he needs 3 on the back, so we'll definitely have to take another round. I just got outside and looked at my grain tank. I'm going to need to dump. I don't think I'll make it another round. Go all the way to the back, all the way to, no, and lunch is here. So lunch is here, but we're going to take another round to get him full. So you don't stop for lunch when you need to get a truck out, and that is important. Arvid's just going by, so I'm waving at him, harvesting at low speed. So I'm just going to do 1 more pass to make sure I can get him full. He's full in the front, now we just need the back. So Arvid will have 1 dump for him, so we might both need to go around 1 more time. I really want to get a truck out before noon. It is noon, but before we stop for lunch. I don't know how long 1 pass is, but lunch will just have to wait. Slow down a little bit here, the wheat looked heavier. I'm going about 3.8 miles per hour. I'm wondering when my dad's going to get back. I know it takes a while to drive a combine that far too though. Yeah, I think just with 1 more lap we'll get there. Usually Steve would already have 1 load in and be back by the time we stop for lunch. Now I'm about to dump in Darcy. Arvin did not think he'd make it another round because we just went 3 laps without dumping, but I took a look in his grain tank and knew for sure he'd make it. Do you need any more on the front, Darcy?
Yeah, I think you can put a little bit more in there.
Okay, thank you. So hopefully I've lined up okay here.
If you look out your right side window, you can see where the windows on the hopper are only about half full, so you got quite a bit of room in there.
You think I have more room in the front?
Okay, whatever you think, put some on. That's really showing that heavy, so.
I definitely didn't line up well for that one, so Darcy's not going to be pleased at the front load. He might have to move grain off some of the top things. So now I'm taking about the last pass of this field. Uncle Chris said something on the radio, but I'm not completely sure. I think he said, are they driving both trucks? But we don't have a second truck driver right now. So I'll just take this last row really quickly while Arvid is dumping. I don't know if this half row is going Arvid's direction or might be going my direction. I can't really tell. And then we're starting the next part of the field, which is super exciting. I think Arvid's just going to wait for me until I get back. I think Arvid is just going to wait for me until I get back before he does anything else. There seems to be a little row right here too. Wonder where that started. Let's see here.
That must be the last row there, Kate.
There's a couple of half rows. I'm just trying to figure out where. Okay, this one is very short, so I'll pick it up. And then there's one almost directly in front of you, that goes up, like it's picked up headed south. It's not very big though, so I can just pick it up on the way back. You don't see it. I think we've gotten all of the rows, so we'll just see. I'm not completely sure where we go next. So Arvid is going to pick that up. He was headed north on it and realized it was the wrong direction. It needs to be picked up from the south. Next part of the field we're supposed to go to. I don't know that. I'm gonna go look at what's happening at the rock pile. This seems to be too big to have been 2 full fields, so I think this is all ours. So this is all ours, this next field. I'm just figuring out where to start, whether we go up this way first and do the top half, or whether we do this bottom half. Uncle Chris, do you have a copy? So it might be my decision. We'll see. I know I seeded, helped seed this field too. I just don't know how to start it. Looks like Arvid's following me. It looks like we'll take the top half first. That's kind of my general idea. Arvid will take the second row. We'll go all the way around. I just need to see what ways the rows are facing. For example, I think this is the wrong way. That's the wrong way. I hope Arvid isn't behind me right now, because that could be a combine wreck. I'm just thinking about what to do here. I think we're gonna take the top half of this field first, and that's the decision I'm making, because we need to be cutting and not just sitting in the field thinking about what to do. Uncle Chris, do you have a copy? We finished that one piece. I started on the north part of the field, like beside the rock pile. I couldn't really hear what you said. It was all mumbly, but I just wanted to let you know. Or, I mean the south part, not the north part, excuse me. The radios aren't working. I can't get in touch with anyone. I'm hoping that this is the correct area to start. I'm almost positive this is our field. So, oh, I have 2 LTE bars. I might be able to get in touch. Well, I guess this part of the field will just have to work. No one's coming out either. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit more about where your food comes from. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can also follow Kate's Egg on Instagram, KATES_AG, and on TikTok, Facebook, and Pinterest, as well as you can visit the Kate's Egg website, KATESAG.com, and purchase a Kate's Egg t-shirt that is grown and made in the USA, with either a logo on the chest or on the sleeve to be a little bit more discreet. The shirts also have a QR code in them, so you can track exactly where they were grown and manufactured, so you know all the people you're supporting in the process and the cotton farmer you're supporting, which is so important. You can also purchase a Kate's Egg tote bag. I have one here and one here, and they're also made in the USA, and a lovely cotton. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye!